Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com.
Yeah, welcome to the program, kids. Thursday. It's a little Friday. It's nice, isn't it?
Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
Oh, Virginia don't sound like she used to. Okay.
What?
That's a song I heard on the radio today, and it moved me. It absolutely moved me. And I don't know what it is about the word Virginia in songs, but if you put Virginia in a song,
It's for lovers.
it's for lovers and it's tears.
Mm-hmm.
It's instant. It's chill bumps. It's chicken skin. It's tears. It's remembering loved ones, dead or alive. I don't really know why. I don't know if there's a trigger word with Virginia that was slipped into our culture and our past. And then when it comes up, we all feel nostalgic about it. But God damn it, man. I got moved today.
What song was it?
It's called Virginia Don't Sound Like They Used to. I don't even know the name of the band, but it's one of those songs where it just keeps popping up on the radio.
Okay.
And not traditional radio. We're not poor. We don't listen to that. Nobody does, brother. Talking about Sirius XM. But everybody's got that one song that you just keep hearing over and over again, and then you just keep Shazamming it. But the group name is unforgettable.
Right.
Where you're just like, forgettable.
You're sure.
Where you're just like, what is it? The heart and the head, the sound and the soul.
Oh, yeah. The
beast and the Moreau, like what do we the hubcap and
the bee in the hive.
Yeah, the hubcap and the three necklaces. Like, find the name of that band, Bob. I know it's Virginia Don't Sound Like She Used to, but it got me today. And I can get got by I'll admit it is a cheesy fucking song.
Right.
But I can get got by that.
The head and the heart.
That's it. Told you.
You did know it.
Told you.
Did know it.
Told you.
Yeah.
I Shazammed it 80 times through, I got grocery store. What's this? Why am I getting emotional? And I was like, what else is it about this song? And I think, and I'm going to show my true colors today, I think it's Sweet Virginia. Remember?
Yeah.
Or Meet Virginia.
Meet Virginia.
Meet Virginia.
Yeah.
Who was it? What's the name of that
Train?
band? Train. That is Train. Damn, man.
Best soy latte that I ever had.
Yeah,
and you.
fuck, dude. Drops of Jupiter, Train. Yeah. There's 3 Virginia songs that trigger me, and that's it. This is the new one for me, and I'm sorry.
Virginia is probably not Train. Hang on.
I think it is.
Okay.
I'm almost positive. Meet Virginia's Train. I know my Train.
Yeah.
Oh, it is, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't test me on my Train.
Oh, it's meat. I thought it was MEAT.
Meet Virginia. Like the meat was so good there.
Yeah, I don't. But it's meat. It's actually meat. Like meet her.
Yeah. He's gonna meet Virginia. It's
Just
not like
kidding.
meet Virginia. Yeah. There's a cow named Virginia, and it's just like meet Virginia, and it's all divided by ribeye, shank,
I don't
flank
know.
steak.
He's a real wordsmith, so I didn't know what he was. You know what I mean?
Are we going down this road today?
No.
I was going to say, if you want to go against Train,
No, I'm not going against.
go ahead.
I'm saying it's a good thing.
Okay, Bob, pull up Train's hits. Because it's more than just Meet Virginia out of there. You know that,
Drops
right?
of Jupiter first and foremost.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on, dude.
Yeah. No, I know.
Drops of if a concert ticket is under $100 and Train is there to sing Drops of Jupiter, I'll show up just for that one song.
Right.
Just for that one song.
Yeah.
Still gets me.
Yeah.
And then throw in Meet Virginia, and I'm already hooked. But they've got others, Bob. What is it?
Beef Virginia.
I think Soul Sister was a massive song.
It was. They've got a couple others. Yeah. So, Hey, Soul Sister, Meet Virginia, Drops of Jupiter. It really drops off a cliff after that, to be quite honest.
Bob, I think in this life,
The Train.
we are lucky.
The Train
The
looped
Train
to
after
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're lucky in this life, though, if we have one hit, and we should all be grateful for that. But they have five number one songs?
3.
I think 4, right? At least. Bobby! Type in Train
I got
number
it.
one songs. What do we got? How many?
Well, I'm looking it up. Train has 0 number 1 hits.
So that's what I'm saying is like
No.
everyone has to decide for themselves what are the hits.
They've got three top 10s.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's Hey Soul Sister, Drops of Jupiter, and Meet Virginia Doesn't Make It. Drive By was the other Train top 10 on the Billboard charts.
Oh, Drive By. Okay.
Interesting.
All right, so they got.
Interesting.
Look, they're the people's champs, and I think you answered that question. You know, sometimes it just doesn't sync up.
Yeah.
Like I guarantee you, shit. Let's go to iTunes now and look at their charts. What would you think the number 1 song in the country is?
I don't.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
The number 1 song in the country right now?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's always something weird that I don't know, like Bad Bunny or Dumb.
I would think it would be "Break My Soul" by Beyonce. Right.
Still?
Her new album comes out tonight, I believe, at midnight. That would be my guess. Let's see how far off I am, because I think there's just too many dummies living in America. And they had to separate the charts eventually, where they're like top 100 America versus the world, because around the world it's going to be Bad Bunny.
Right.
I think it's
Or
just
BTS.
a language thing.
Yeah,
correct. And I think it's a language thing at that point, and how many people live in the country. But America is the good one to check. How dumb are we? How dumb are the youth in today's world? Let's find out, because song-wise, we hear that everywhere. There was a Women's World Cup commercial. You want to break my soul. You want to break my soul. Good Morning America. You want to break my soul. Hoda Kotb. You want to break my soul. That should be number 1, but I guarantee it's not. I bet you there's a bunch of little dummies out there listening
Or a
to some
Harry
other
Styles,
shit.
maybe.
I would, and that I would be fine
Yeah,
with.
song for a sushi restaurant. It's fucking fantastic.
All right, I'm going to read
Yeah.
you number 1 on iTunes right now. Wait for You, featuring Drake by Future.
Okay.
Is this off the new Dum Dum album?
Hang on. Number 2, Crooks. Jimmy Cooks, featuring 21 Savage by Drake.
Okay.
So we're still doing that. That was the worst album Drake has ever had. And I'm saying this as a Drake fan. Drake has nothing but bangers. He obliterates Train. And he's got the top 2 songs there is. Bad Bunny is at 3. Steve Lacy is at 4. Bad Bunny at 5. Lil Baby. Terrible album as well. Bad Bunny again. Lil Baby, Bad Bunny. Harry Styles finally comes in at 10. And then at 11, cracking that chart is Morgan Wallen. Wow, dude. All right. Beyonce, nowhere near this list. 25. She clocks in at 25 on the iTunes list. That's bananas, dude.
Right.
Bananas. So,
Right.
Bobby, after you read the Train rankings there, maybe I'm not surprised, you know?
Yeah. On the actual Billboard charts, it's Lizzo's number 1, Harry Styles number 2, and Kate Bush still going strong at
Love
number 3.
that.
So that's
Love
correct.
That.
That should be right. Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Billboard is fine, but this is what America's youth is listening to right now. Those are the top streaming songs on iTunes right now
Oh, okay. I see.
in America. So, like, shit. So Billboard's got, I'm assuming they're probably counting everything across the board, including traditional radio play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Which About Damn Time by Lizzo is playing 5 times an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's fine. I understand that. Harry Styles, I understand. Kate Bush is literally everywhere. There was a great meme about it with the Back to the Future. And it was like, oh, I guess you guys aren't ready for this, but your kids are going to love it.
Yeah.
30 years later.
So good, so
and that's
good.
exactly what has happened. It was like, I remember that album. It was dope. Like, what are we doing?
Right.
But if you watch Stranger Things, that song is in every episode probably 3 times.
Can I say, you know what's unfortunate though?
What's that?
Is that, okay, this Kate Bush song's fucking great. I'd never heard it before, I don't think. But why isn't Master of Puppets up there too? There were 2 great musical moments in this season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
true.
they were.
True.
I think at one point they were, Bob. Okay. But the Kate Bush song is every single episode, where the Metallica song, no spoilers, is I think one of the last episodes on Stranger Things. So, yeah. Kevin motherfucking Walters just gave us $100, saying, Ross, I'm buying your love today. I was planning on being in studio for my birthday today, but my bosses are D-bags and denied my day off. So I submitted my DB of the week. You know what, dude?
bud.
Send it in. Send it in to me, and I'll read it today on Drinkin Bros.
We don't give birthdays off either, bud. Though.
I know. We don't give birthdays off. So
We're
I'm
D-bags,
sorry.
too.
They didn't even really want to give the funeral off, to be honest.
No.
Yeah, no. We were like, but how well did you know him?
Yeah. We're in a recession, so it's going to be tough times.
I think all bosses are D-bags.
Probably.
I mean, let's really be honest.
Probably.
In this economy.
If you have a shit ton, then you don't care. If you're rich enough that you just don't care, then you're like, all right, great, do whatever you want.
Right.
Take fucking Bastille Day off if you want. You know, if you have a French relative, go ahead, celebrate Bastille Day.
Go ahead.
Don't care. The people aren't waiting on shows every day. Who cares?
We just got to be Jewish.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Boy. Oh boy. Man, that's a triggering one for me today. You know, I've had that convo with somebody in the company. Oh, is it another holiday? Swell. You have fun, huh? Have fun in that religion. Another holiday. You don't say. No electronics too. What? That's crazy.
They're doing it right.
Exactly.
Are they?
Yes.
Ross, I think you in particular would appreciate holidays, a whole day once a week that forces everyone to stop using technology.
Right.
I'd be fine with it if you didn't have to work. Again, it all comes back to being rich, doesn't it? Just enough money to not care about all of that shit. We had the same
Why, do we have
conversation.
another one today?
What's that?
A Jewish holiday?
I don't know. I'm always surprised by it where it just pops up
Sure.
of like, I'll get a text. Hey, don't forget it's blah, blah, blah thing. And you're just like, all right, cool. I got to go put a sheet over my head and not eat and not have electronics or talk to the outside world. And I'm always surprised by it. But Clayne Crawford, who was here all week, and we did a bunch of shows with him, he has the flip phone. And I was like, you mother.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
mother.
Yeah.
But we're not there. Still got to send text messages, pictures, photos, all that stuff. And, you know, when you're on something like that, because we're sending an audio trailer back to another show we're about to launch on the network, I can text that on an iPhone. I can't do that when it's green. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Can't do it. Then it's, go to the Dropbox link, download that through whatever else, and try to figure out some illegal app that's going to give you Japanese porn anime on the back of that. And you're like, oh, swell. Let's do all that.
Yeah.
That'd be a blast. We all just can't sit around getting pegged all day like Prince William, can we? Man, is that guy living the life or what?
Yeah.
Just nothing's good enough except for getting pegged.
Well, if I've learned anything from The Crown, it's that you need a marriage for the outward world
Sure.
and like appearances and the whole everything of it, but you can do things on the side. It just needs to be not sloppy.
You got to be buttoned up with it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, like people can't know about it.
Yeah, for sure. Is this the lovely lady who's been pegging him? Can you put that picture up on screen?
Yeah, Pegger on the left, Peggy in the middle, wife on the right.
All right. And boy.
And so this just came out in a real way.
Yeah,
and
this has been in the
Okay.
meat grinder for a few days. Now it's just starting to spit out all over the floor here. I did not see the picture of the woman though, Bob. Thank you for that. Pop her up one more time. That's the Peg-E, huh? Or the Pegger. Yeah. Wow, look at that Pegger.
The British model.
Really?
Yeah, well, British.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nailed it, Bobby.
Yes.
Nailed it.
Yes.
God
Now
damn
listen, here's the thing. So these two women look very, very similar, right?
You ever seen like a stunt double for a really good-looking actor?
Yeah.
in a
But
movie?
here's what I'm saying is this: one of them wouldn't peg, and so he had to go
to find somebody to peg. Yeah,
to
sure.
a pegger.
Sure.
But like nothing is like, oh, okay, I get it, younger, whatever, anything. Like it really is just like, what are you willing?
Is it cheating?
Great question.
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah. Well, I think
If she's giving him a
text is-
reach around, yes. If not, no.
right?
Well,
Yeah.
how would you classify
Like
that,
if another woman
Yeah.
gave me a hand job, but with one of those claw grabbers,
Yeah.
she didn't touch anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and I love those loopholes that you guys try and find for
Yeah.
sure.
I think a claw grabber, though, classifies as shit. If it's a robotic arm that still touches your penis, if there's any form, and I'm sorry, Lázaro Lopez is in the
What
back
if
with his
they're
mom today.
holding the-
I don't know that this was the best day to bring your mom, but I love her, and we love Lázaro Lopez on the show. Are they back there? Can you see him on the camera?
What if
That's funny. We'll bring him up at the end.
what if someone else is holding the fleshlight?
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Is it a woman?
Yes.
And cheering you on.
But if it's your
Just
what
kind
if it's your buddy?
Just a spotter. What?
What if it's your buddy? So let's say, all right, Rob's married, right? Rob's married, but he's at home. He's with Delco. Delco's holding the fleshlights. Rob is fucking it, and then his wife walks in. What would your wife say? Yes, are you cheating on me?
She'd be too busy having a miscarriage at that point, I think.
Yeah, yeah. And like, that's a different road. Like, we're not going to go down all roads.
I
we're
think
only
you
gonna
should.
go down. No,
man and
no,
woman.
no, no,
Man and woman.
no.
Why?
We're not going down all the roads of like, if your buddy, is it gay? Are you blah, blah, blah. We need to just stick to one road, which is this lady who pegs him because the wife won't, is it cheating or is it like going to get a massage?
Right. Skin on skin contact, 0.
Right?
Well, no, she's got to grab onto his hips.
Doesn't have to.
He can,
He doesn't have any hair to grab onto.
He could back it up.
no, yeah.
That's a lot of work. That's tough. That's a lot to ask out of somebody.
Just saying. Now, yeah.
And what's your answer to that?
To what? Is it
you're
cheating?
the wife. Yeah, is it cheating?
I mean, I think a text message is not cool. Do you know
Okay.
what I mean? So, yeah.
All right.
Is that emotional cheating?
Yeah, emotional cheating, way worse. I think we've had this conversation.
So let's say
There's ways around this. But
When it comes to girls, as far as guys are concerned, they're like, oh, it's just like, it's just sex. And we're like, yep, exactly right. What is this
What's that?
picture?
just something to grab onto.
Something to grab onto.
There
So
you go.
what Bob is showing on the screen here is something to grab onto. Now that's a harness. In the biz, that's what you call that, as a harness, where you just so you're grabbing the strap. You're not touching him whatsoever.
Right.
And he's getting pegged. So what if the answer is this? He comes home crying to Kate. He's like, oh, I made a mistake. I'm sorry about the pegging, but you wouldn't peg me. I was too embarrassed to have you peg. Then what's the convo after that, you think?
For them, it's like they have to have like a meeting between the family and everything. Like, this has probably been known for a while. They've talked about how they're going to deal with it. He needs to stop. He won't stop. Like, everything to do with just probably why Markle and little Dingling left, because it's just like your whole life is governed by committee, right? Everyone is involved. You have to marry the right person. You have to look a certain way. Like, we need to know what's going on. If you're cheating, like, you guys need to work it out. Do what you got to do. That's why it's so old school. Like, it's just, okay. So.
But you know the rules going into it. You marry into that family.
Yeah.
You know the rules.
Yeah, you may think, hey, he might have something else on the side. I don't know if she anticipated a pegging situation. Do you know what I'm saying?
Does anybody?
Right.
Does anybody? Our very first Drinkin Bros episode ever was called Pegging Explained. And then we went into this very thing. Now, this is a lot more famous of a person. This could be the future king of the country.
Right.
One day.
Yeah.
Getting pegged. And that's, certainly going to be frowned upon.
Right.
But you think that's a whole convo with the
So it's
entire
the same
royal family?
thing. Well, it's the same thing with like Prince Charles, right? Where it's like he was pretty early on, right after he got married to Princess Diana, was going back to his old girlfriend that he wanted to marry, but she wasn't like right for, the family didn't like her. It wasn't going to be right for the monarchy, whatever. So he had to marry this other person, but then was allowed to, kind of go and hang out with her on weekends and then that kind of thing.
Sure.
Just as long as outwardly he's married to the right person. Okay. Everyone's involved in that decision.
Yeah.
The queen, king, everyone is like, look, here's what it is. And then when Diana tries to talk about it, they're like, you have to work it out.
Right.
Do what you have to do.
Right.
So rumors of
Peggetry?
not peggetry, but just William cheating, have been going on for a long time. Again, didn't know it was that. But to me, I always go they kind of let you do that. And the women have to be okay with it.
Actually, so I found out why Charles didn't marry her.
Oh, why?
I just looked it up. So, God, what was her name? Lady Amanda Natchbull.
Wait, I thought it was Bob
No, it's
Bowles.
Camilla.
Camilla
it's
Parker
the person
Bowles.
that she's
No,
married.
Camilla's after Diana.
Yeah, she was, but that was
She was before
she was
Diana.
the childhood sweetheart, I thought.
This
Right?
is the one. This is saying the one that got away was Lady Amanda Natchbull.
Okay.
Okay, what's her sitch?
Well, she kind of shied away from the spotlight after the IRA murdered her younger brother and grandpa, and was like, I don't know if I want to be in the game anymore. Huh. Car bomb. Car bomb.
Whoa, she got car bombed?
No. Her fucking family did.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, that's not the story of that, though. So Camilla was his previous girlfriend. May not be the one that got away. I mean, he's with her now, but they were together, and then something was going on. She was married, I think, at the time. So, yeah. So whatever. He's what?
they're calling him the Peggable Prince. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
They're calling him the Peggable Prince now at this point.
I thought it was kind of widely known that Camilla Bowles situation.
It was. I don't.
It's kind of like a Ben Affleck going back to Lopez,
Yeah,
right?
dude.
Where it's like they allegedly always were talking, blah, blah, blah. Garner
Maybe Bob's
was
talking about blowing up from some third grade love, and I get that. Just blowing up your third grade love just to do it. If you can, you can, Might as well get that out of your conscience if you're the royal family and you're rich enough. You're like, I don't even want him thinking about people from third grade. Blow up the family.
Yeah.
Blow them up. What was it, a car bomb? My God, man.
That's how we roll.
I guess so.
Yeah.
How us Irish roll.
Yeah, so it was Camilla,
Yeah.
Diana, back to Camilla.
Man, that hashtag the
I mean,
Prince
he
of
dated
Pegging.
other people, I'm sure, but
Sure. Sure. So this all started from a social gossip blog page called Demois, which is nice.
you don't know about Demois?
No, I sure don't. Do you?
Yes.
Oh, tell everybody what it is.
It's it's an Instagram basically that started in the pandemic and went insane. It's referenced a lot. It's kind of like a blind item.
Okay.
But this person just gets tips anonymously from DM. So it's kind of like saw this person making out with that and it's
Kind of like
celebrity.
that's what Perez Hilton used to have back in the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this is like all anonymous, all kind of blind item,
Okay.
unless it's widely known.
What's their following like, Bob?
Demois huge.
Yeah, what's their following?
1.5.
1.5 million? Okay. That's not bad. I mean, I'm sure they'll blow up.
It's huge because it's
After now.
in the culture now where everyone's referencing
Got
Demois,
it.
like on
We are.
TV shows, on whatever. So.
Yeah. That's funny. Man, there's some dark accounts out there where you're just like,
Also, the
all right.
person that runs it, I think, just got outed, but before that, no one. She was like taking steps to have no one know who she was, and she has a podcast, but she would like do a voice modulator and stuff.
You're kidding.
It came out who
Okay.
she was. Yeah, because she's like outing people like cheating and crazy shit like this, and you can't,
XOXO Gossip Girl. That's what that sounds like.
Yeah, it's a la for sure.
All right. Because the danger in that, which is probably why she was using a voice modulator, is you can get sued for defamation.
Exactly.
So it's like,
So there's all kinds of before every, email dump, it's always just like, I don't know. I'm just putting out what people sent me.
Sure.
I'm not saying any of this is real, just food for thought,
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah.
because I want to point out on this show, speaking of defamation, like we got this story from Demois. So if you're out there, Prince Harry, and you're like, man, I was listening to RPR today, and they said I was getting pegged. Demois said that. Okay, I'm just repeating what they said, Prince. Right. I still respect you in your bozo ring. Anybody who's that famous in the world who's willing to go around with a bozo ring like that,
Right.
God bless, because that's a tough one. I would have gone full Agassi. Andre Agassi, and just shaved my head at that point.
And wants to get pegged?
And I know.
Interesting.
Super weird. Because the rest of this says that there was a convo, and apparently Kate wasn't into it, so homeboy went elsewhere.
That's not the type of thing you think you're going to be doing when you move into the palace.
No.
You know?
No.
It's not really what we would call palace stuff.
Yeah. And also, like, that conversation needs to be had in the beginning, right? Like, do you want kids? Are you into pegging? Do you know what I mean? Like, these deal breaker things need to be discussed up front, I think. Don't you?
Okay. Yeah, and then there's a Rose Hanbury back in 2019. You know her?
No,
that is
for
who I
Prince.
showed.
Oh, it is. Okay. So is this dating back to 2019 or is this recent pegging then by the same person? Because according to the Sun, it says Kate Middleton was a good friend of hers and she cut it off after this. So are we just digging up the pegging now from then, or do they rekindle some former peggiship?
I think the pegging has come to light, but it doesn't necessarily have a timestamp on it.
Well, yeah, okay. So that makes sense. Like, when those rumors were happening about cheating, he probably fucking cut it out because they've been, like, doing lots of appearances, right? Trying to, like, mend,
They were
from what I understand.
Front row at Wimbledon at the beginning of the month with their kid.
Yes.
And
doing a lot of stuff like that after those allegations. So
Yeah.
I'm sure it was, like, going on, came to light, then really came to light as far as, like, mommy knew. When mommy gets involved.
yeah, and
Granny, sorry, Gran. I always forget.
You know what's weird too, Bob, is by the end of this, because you and I are Wimbledon fans, by the end of it, she was just sitting by herself at some of those matches, which I thought was odd. Every time they would pan over, it was, she didn't even have friends with her.
She was a lot by herself. I mean, but at the final, the Kyrgios Djokovic final, the whole family was there.
Okay.
Enjoying that. I mean, that's, the biggest event of the year.
Right.
Yeah, and one would imagine everybody has to show up because that's the biggest event in your country, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Man, dude. It's not
And
often
I think
you get...
she has to go to everyone. She's some kind of, like, ambassador for...
It's like
Whatever
First Lady
it
on
is.
fucking crack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, for tennis specifically, something
She
like that.
presented the trophies, I believe. Yeah.
Okay. Next up, we get some shark attacks happening on the East Coast, and I was talking about Shark Week, and you've got shark attacks happening. Now, this one hits close to home,
Literally.
specifically 100 yards from our house. So, right in front of us at our place in North Carolina, there was a shark directly in front of the house. They called everybody out of the water. If you want to go to Carolina Beach in North Carolina, the shark attack. They got everybody out, thankfully, but I don't think I've ever seen a shark that close to shore in the United States. That's a wild one. I don't really know why.
Why?
Because usually sharks don't like warm water.
No, I
In
think
this time of year, it's pretty warm out there in North Carolina. Like the water's pretty warm. So it's strange to me. We see a lot of dolphins, but this is the first shark I've ever seen there.
Yeah.
It's pretty scary. Do you have it, Bob?
I'm looking for it. They said...
I'm going to text you. I'll text you the picture.
Yeah. There's a lot. There's actually quite a few sharks.
There's a ton, all up and down the East Coast. So this one just happened yesterday.
You want to know the reason why?
Yes, please.
The planet is healing.
What?
No, literally, because there's less pollution in the water. Sharks are coming back closer to shore because the fish are coming back closer to shore.
You don't say. Look at that.
And it is relating to warm water, right? Or am I...
Yeah.
I've always heard that.
Well, I mean, the shallower the water is, the warmer it is usually.
Yeah.
I guess so.
And
this
you
is
heard
close.
sharks don't like warm water? I mean, what are we even...
I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah.
I heard they don't. Am
No,
I
that's
tripping
why
on this?
they're...
What are you doing, Giorgio? What are you doing?
Fucking waving a cloud into my face.
Jesus Christ.
Great. Yeah. Great.
Yeah, I'm going to text you this photo, and this came, from right there, and they got everybody out of the water. I like it. There's one kid in this photo, by the way. He's just pointing somewhere else of like, maybe he's like, I'll get the other kids out of the water. Who knows? I had always heard that it was warm water, and they didn't like warm water, and they weren't there. Because if you think about it, most of the shark shit was up in like San Francisco and things like that, and it was like, all right, cool, the water's freezing there. That makes sense to me. Warm water, because isn't that why there's no like great whites in the Bahamas and all that shit?
I don't believe so.
I mean, you are right that like the water off the east coast of the United States is cooler than so there might be a temperature ceiling, but they're fine with like shallow water that's warmer than like the deep open ocean. But yeah, they don't fuck around as much around like the Bahamas and stuff like that. Not
Okay.
great whites.
And when you type it in on Google, the top question is, do sharks not like warm water? Sharks are no different. Each species has a temperature range that makes them the most comfortable, whether that's warm waters of the tropics, the cold waters around the North and South Poles, or anywhere in between. So, yeah.
Great whites probably are more of a cold water shark or colder water shark, but there's definitely the USS Indianapolis, from World War II, that went down in the middle of the South Pacific, which is warm water, and that whole fucking crew got eaten by sharks.
There's a ton of great whites in Australia.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Shit, dude.
We don't know what we're talking about.
No,
we're on
like-
Shark Week this week.
It's really bad.
Who cares?
Actually.
Pop that picture up on screen. I'm not a fucking scientist. I'll tell you that. So there it is from yesterday. Look at that. I mean, look at how fucking close that is.
That's real
I think
close.
what I'm trying to remember is like, what are the conditions where people say like, be careful? Sharks, a lot of sharks are out because of, right? Is it storms? Is it warm? I can't remember. We don't fucking know.
I'm not a biologist. I'll say the same. Who said that? The White House press secretary? I'm not a biologist. I don't know. Don't ask me what a man or a woman is or a shark, what they do. I'm not a biologist.
You want to chum the waters with blood? That way it distracts them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I do know.
But that's gnarly, dude. I mean, that is so close. Have you ever seen it that close? Like, that would freak me out.
Yes. I have not. And yes, it would freak me out.
Man, dude, look at that thing. I mean, that's a big fin too. That's not a little guy.
No.
That's not an ankle biter.
Yeah.
That's
the real deal.
deal.
That's the real deal for sure.
Yeah. I heard they were flying out drones over there to kind of patrol the waters and shit like that. So
You have to.
who knows, man? Good for that kid. Maybe he's blind. Maybe it's a blind kid. 'Cause he's not even looking at the shark. Pop that back up, Bob, one more time. Look at that. He's not even
Is
looking
there
at the shark.
another one or something?
Or is
What
that just America's youth to tie it back to the top? Are they just over everything? They're like, great, I saw it, Mom.
Like, Mom, that shark is mid. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly.
You're being cringe.
You're being cringe.
It's not the one I saw in Megalodon.
Right.
Jason Statham. Boy, that's nuts, dude. We get some sponsors real quick that pay for the show to be on the air. First and foremost, ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. 50% off. That's 3D Matrix mattress. Get it. I heard it's the best in the biz. I heard it is the best in the biz. We already got ours like a year. I mean, shit, I think like maybe 6 months before it came out, actually. And I love the goddamn thing that I have now, and I don't want to throw that away.
Right.
And it's not like you call somebody to give them an old mattress, because that's kind of weird, right?
No, but I think we are going to upgrade soon because the 3D sounds and by all accounts, amazing.
Amazing. Everybody says it's amazing. So 50% off that right now at ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. 40% off the bundle package. It's the adjustable base in the mattress. That's what we have. And yes, I use my own promo code. Shameless. I don't care. Love the goddamn Ghost Bed so much. Love the adjustable base. It's got a very sleek remote. Now, that remote would be great for pegging.
Right.
Really great for pegging. I would slide right in there,
Right.
So if you're out there, and maybe you and the loved one are going to try out pegging after hearing today's show, start light. Start with that sleek remote from Ghost Bed, and then you can work your way up to the big dogs, okay? Now, if you want 30% off everything in the entire store, just type in the promo code Drinkin Bros at checkout and you're good. And fill up the cart all the way to the top. Pillows, sheets, mattresses, adjustable bases, weighted blankets, covers. As if you are doing butt stuff, get a cover. It's a white mattress. Get a cover for that thing. It'll stain easily, And you never really know that until you move and you got to pull off all the sheets and you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
There's some weird stains on there. Red wine, bodily fluids, whatever the case may be. Get the cover if you're pegging out there at home. And if you are getting any of these deals, scroll down to the bottom of the page. 60-month pay-as-you-go program. No interest there at ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. If you have decent credit, you can walk out of there with a brand new bedroom set for about $25 $8 a month. Go to ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros today. Who do we got up next, Jabes?
I don't know.
Look at you, looking at me for answers. It's BetterHelp, Jabes, all right? I'm going to help you through these tough times.
I need it right
and
now.
And it's BetterHelp, okay? It's BetterHelp. Damn it. BetterHelp.com/Nooners. You sure do. You sure do. Some would say we all do. You know what I'm saying?
I think we do. I like that therapy is something that everyone is doing and not like using as, oh, you need therapy. It's like, oh, you go to therapy? That means you're healthy and you're taking care of yourself.
Correct.
It's a good thing.
Patty the Batty, after he won that UFC fight, that was his speech going off of like, hey, we've got to get rid of the stigma of men not talking to one another about their problems. His best friend killed himself, and he shared that story. So if you're out there and you need help, go to BetterHelp.com/Nooners today. This is quick and easy. You can set up video appointments or just audio only if you don't want to have to see the other person. I'm one of those people that I don't like Zoom. I don't like to see the other people. I don't know where I'm at. It's going to be blown out and you look like shit. And we certainly don't work from home every day. I like just chatting with somebody, so you can do that as well. Or you can set up video. Super easy. You can set your appointments and you can see a therapist in less than 48 hours, which good luck trying to find that in the real world, right? Usually you call somebody, I'm booked. I'm not taking any more patients. They're so busy right now that they're actually looking to hire therapists. So if you're out there, they're adding therapists as we speak. You can go there for that as well. It's not a crisis hotline. It's not a self-help. It is professional therapy done securely online, and it's available to people worldwide. You can just log into your account anytime and send a message to your therapist. You can schedule weekly videos, like I said, or just phone sessions, whatever you want. Just a few clicks on your laptop or phone, and it's more affordable than traditional therapy, because let's face it, those guys will run you up, dude. Whew. So hop on to BetterHelp.com/Nooners. They've got a special offer for our listeners, 10% off your first month at BetterHelp.com/Nooners. That is 10% off your first month of online therapy at BetterHelp.com/Nooners. And it's BetterHelp there. And by the way, this podcast is actually sponsored by BetterHelp. They're going to be with us for the long run.
Yeah.
So I want to tell you that disclaimer. They are sponsored by us because we believe in the company. That's it. There's a bunch of them out there. This one we actually vetted. We were able to check out, and I can genuinely say this sponsor is official to this podcast. Last but not least, we got hardafseltzer.com. Bobby, pull up the store locator. Bunch of people partying in Tennessee want to know where they can get it. 40 plus stores now, I think. Man, it's getting up there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. Interstate Liquors. Jack Brown's Bar in Chattanooga has been selling out if you're there, dude. If you sign up for whatever bar you have in Tennessee, we'll shout you out on all these shows. The Blue Fox Cheese Shop down in Chattanooga. Sigler's Craft Beer and Cigars. A bunch of them. Knoxville. We're in Knoxville. We're in Memphis. Chattanooga. Smyrna. We're up in Murfreesboro. We're at Hop Springs there. Mash and Hops. You name it, we're there in the state of Tennessee. Now, if you're not in Tennessee and you're like, dude, how do I get it? We ship it right to your house. We ship to 41 states. And literally every single cent of that just gets poured back into opening up a new state. A new state will open up in 4 weeks. And the big deal of that is just a regular price. So you just walk in there and get fucking rocked off of 8% seltzers at regular price. So we greatly appreciate your order online, including us in Texas. So we have to order all this on the desk. We have to order it directly to us. We ship by the case, 8%, no carbs, no sugars, no gluten. If you give a shit about that, go to hardafseltzer.com today and support the show, Jabes. Big weekend for us. Big weekend for us this weekend.
Yeah.
Dude Perfect is coming here this weekend.
Yes. We're just going to pick their brains about their business model and how they... No.
Hey, do you want to be on the show? Not a prayer. We are clean, brother.
Yeah. No.
We're clean.
No. They do... We could maybe hang out with them in real life, but they would not want to be associated.
It's kind of
It's fine.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing. So obviously our kids, everybody else's kids in America love Dude Perfect. I think as adults, and I'll speak for me, maybe you as well, it's the one thing that you can turn on that I will actually enjoy and be like, all right, great. That and probably, who's the other guy? He was just on Rogan.
Mr. Beast.
Yes. Yeah.
I get down with Dude Perfect for sure.
Oh, you don't like? I get down with Mr. Beast. I do.
Mr. Beast, I feel like I'm being manipulated, but I do. I like him, but he has forced me. You know what I mean? Like he's done all the things to make me
Triggered.
just helping people and the surprise of like the whole thing.
Some of it's not, but here's the thing: some of it's not helping people. I watched one last night with Jax and Jagger. And it was the new one, and it was 100 girls versus 100 dudes in a circle, and then who would last the longest at the end of 100 hours. Now, they didn't tell them going in they were going to be there 100 hours. And some of them, as soon as they found out, they were like, fuck, dude, I got a job, dude. I got a baby.
No.
I got work. I got to get out of here. And then it went through, and they kept shrinking the circle and all this other stuff for 100 hours. And
what did they get?
so at the end of it, they were splitting $500,000, which is a lot.
Between whoever stayed.
Correct. And they didn't know that either. So that became part of it. And then there was one, this sounds dystopian, but I love it. They put one porta potty in the middle of the circle. So everybody had to use the one porta potty for 100 hours, which is awesome.
Sure.
And they hung a set of keys inside the top of the porta potty at each one. And they're like, we're not going to tell anybody, but whoever grabs the keys gets a free new car. And they didn't know what it was for or whatever. And so as this goes along, as the show is going along, a dude had grabbed the keys and just didn't tell anybody. Well, Mr. Beast eventually had to come out and be like, hey, dude, somebody grabbed the keys. Like, they're gone.
Right.
Who is it? And then the camera pans around. It's this scared dude, and he's just like, I have the keys. And they're like, congratulations, it's a new car.
Yeah,
And
see,
you're
all
like,
of that
great.
stuff.
I
All
love
that
it.
stuff is,
I'm hooked. I'm in.
It's proven manipulation that gets you, like, in and into it, and oh my god, and
You put
so I can't. But
money
anyway,
and competition on the line, I'm fucking in. Now, Dude Perfect is different, where they're just doing trick shots and fun stuff.
now
No money
I'm
involved.
I'm manipulated by them because I'm into a slow motion music and slow motion, like really good high definition slow motion. I'm into
Sure.
it, right? So I'm manipulated by them as well, which I'm fine with.
I'm into it because I realize the difficulty of doing trick shots. Like, and we've all done it, dads in the backyard throwing up half-court shots or whatever. Count how many times it takes to actually do it.
Oh, yeah.
And then the editing that is involved on top of that, where you're just like, oof. And then did you get the shot, right? Did we get it? So we've been here for 50 hours, and you're trying to slingshot a basketball into something that's a half a mile away.
So that's all that I think as far as like someone that does the back end of things, where I'm just like, oh my God, the pressure of making sure
Oh, yeah.
that you actually got that shot. It was rolling. It was in focus. It was like everything looked
Yeah.
good, right?
I know who does it too.
Oh, you do?
It's our pal #Chad from Callaway.
No way.
really?
That's awesome.
yeah,
Does he love it there? Does he have a good time?
Yeah, he's having a good time. They pay him pretty well.
Yeah.
But they got him to move from fucking San Diego, California, Callaway to Dallas. I think.
Well, you have to. That's the...
Ooh, from San Diego, though,
No,
that's a real
San Diego's
tough.
the best.
That's a tough pitch.
Yeah, it is. It's such a shame California's a shithole, man, because it's beautiful, isn't it?
San Diego is different, though.
I heard San Diego, there's a ton of homeless people and shit now, too. So
There's a ton of homeless people everywhere.
Everywhere. So I think probably San Diego, they can hide them a little bit more, maybe.
They actually
No.
they bust them out.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I follow Shab on Instagram, and he was talking about the homeless in California. In San Diego yesterday. I guess he was doing a gig in San Diego last night, and he was just like, there's so many homeless here, but it's a different vibe with the homeless. He's like, they're more chill, where it's just like, hey, do you got any money? Oh, no worries, man. Cool, I'll just keep going, which is probably what it is.
Beach homeless are a lot different. Like, I've grown up with lots of beach homeless
Venice is violent.
in Ventura.
Okay.
But it's just different.
Yeah.
You're just kind of like, yeah, if I was fucking homeless, I would move under this pier too.
It's a
and
part of
live
the
on the
community.
beach. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would rather be beach homeless in San Diego than have a home in the Midwest.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
That is a
Guy like
crazy.
you?
That is a statement for
Guy like you?
Dan
That
Register.
joke a week ago, but that's okay.
Yeah. Either way, yeah, you can send those DMs to Dan Register and ask him.
We have the ability, the means to test that.
We sure do.
Yeah.
We sure do. Yeah. So for 1 week,
what do you reckon?
would you want to be homeless in San Diego? We'll start our own fucking Mr. Meat.
No,
Or
he's
what's
just
it,
gonna
Mr.
move
Beast?
in with some chick, dude. Like he's not. He's gonna be like,
Nope.
some girl's gonna be like, "Oh, you're homeless? Okay, thank you. You can
I'll
come
go
to my
be
house."
homeless in San Diego just for the week off.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Exactly.
Body cam footage.
You,
all
Giorgio,
of it.
you could do
Giorgio,
it. I
I
think.
actually believe you could do it.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah.
Like I'm not. That's something I couldn't even offer you.
Stay in a tent as long as you have some kind of internet. I think you would be fine. In like a tent on the beach.
Wait, so you're down on me?
Yeah,
What?
I'm down on you. If there's odds on mybookie.com, promo code Drinkin Bros doubles your deposit. All of my money would be on Giorgio out of the three of you. Bob wouldn't even show up, and I'm with you, Bob. I'm in your camp, so I'm not even saying you're worse than them. Okay, because I wouldn't do it either.
I think you're very much underestimated where I grew up.
Sort of.
What I've done the last few years before this.
I guess, but
you've trimmed
it
up.
really seems like you enjoy / probably need some of the comforts that you have now.
Yeah.
Right?
Your beard is too nicely trimmed. Your haircut is too nice. Put
I
the
can let
camera
that
on
go.
him. Put the camera on
I
him.
can let that go.
Okay. All right. We might have to test
Are
this
you just
out.
gonna like run in the soft sand or something every day?
Yeah.
What's
Work
that?
out on the beach.
I basically did this earlier this year in Chillicothe, Illinois. I
Yeah.
was just in the woods for
Yeah.
a week in a tent.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm saying like I just could see
money's on
you
Giorgio,
doing
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, but I've done multiple festivals where I camp too.
For how long?
For how long?
Weeks.
Let's do this then, brother.
Weed?
Me and you, homeless.
Let's do this then, brother. I actually I was pissed that you have to like roll over to the mic, but I kind of really liked that.
Yeah.
Where you like roll in and you're like, let's do this, brother.
Yeah. A little homeless.
Yeah,
versus
yeah,
homeless,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
He's like Collinsworth in the Monday
Yeah,
mo-
exactly.
Monday
Yeah.
night.
Now here's a guy who could be homeless.
But he always comes in.
Yeah, in
that.
like that.
yeah. I found one yesterday, by the way.
Found one what?
A strange one. It's a real weird story. So last night I was here till maybe it was the night before, 6-ish, somewhere in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Usually there's only a couple people of us left. Some other people come in and shoot at night, whatever, right? I go outside and I see a dude tugging on the handle of the other. We've got another building here on the property,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not your traditional homeless guy where you're just like, all right, cool. It was a younger kid, probably 20, 21 years old, long hair about your length, and it was parted down the middle. He was wearing glasses and a backpack.
That was me.
Yeah, right?
I was just trying to get a break. Do you know what I mean? I just wanted. Is this place open? No.
Yeah, and I go, hi, can I help you?
Sure.
Are you here for CrossFit? He weighed about 110 pounds. Clearly, he wasn't there for CrossFit.
Sure, but
He faked a Swedish accent.
okay.
That it shocked me, but I played along with it just because I wanted to hear him keep trying to stay in character.
Sure.
Yeah, no, I am not from here. I'm not from America, and I was just wondering for Wi-Fi, and I was like,
Oh shit.
So you're going into this building because you thought it was Wi-Fi, and I was like, it says it's a CrossFit gym out there. Oh, I can't read the thing. And I was like, dude, clearly you're from fucking Texas. Like, and this is a bit that you're playing, but now I love it, right?
Now it's fun for you.
Exactly. So I play along at this point, even though it's 112 out, and I'm on the asphalt.
Sure.
And I'm like, cool, man. I go, is it just Wi-Fi you're looking for? Is there anything else or whatever? And he goes, oh, are you from this building right here? And I go, yeah, I'm from this building right here. And he goes, oh, do you have the Wi-Fi in there? And I was like, no. So you see, it's a church. So the sign of the church is still up. That's the first time I've pulled that.
Yeah.
Church sign is up, says Pentecostal church on the outside. And I go, this is a church, hombre. And I go, now, if you need to come in and repent, then that's a different story.
Sure.
I'll be happy to open up the doors, but our God doesn't want Wi-Fi in there, so we don't have it in there. You're just going to have to come in and pray with me for an hour, and we can talk about whatever you want, whatever you're going through right now.
Right.
He got spooked off and kind of darted down the hill, and it looked like he tried to go to the other buildings for Wi-Fi. But I was all in and I was prepared. The only thing is, how do you explain all of this once you get inside? I just wanted to see if he'd hop on up the hill and come in, you know?
Sure.
But he didn't. But that's the first time anybody's ever faked a Swedish accent to me.
I love this, Ross.
Yeah,
So
totally
do I.
good.
Like, you need an emergency gimp mask in case they ever do break through, and then you just put that on, and then they get double scared.
Yeah, because there is like a group of people that party in our parking lot sometimes.
I heard. I heard during 4th of July, there was a ton of fireworks going off, and they were just behind the
So I guess
building
it's a
lighting off thing.
weekend. It's an every weekend thing.
That they go and party back here? I mean, look, it makes sense. We used to do that as kids. Look for
And
an
it is
empty
like
cul-de-sac.
It is younger kids too. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, as long as they're not fucking up this building, I really don't give a shit. Now, if they get offed on the property,
Oft or
yeah. I mean, Dan Holloway. Imagine coming back here with Dan.
Yeah, I don't think he knows about it. So
Two words out of Dan's
him.
mouth. Center mass.
Yeah. Have you guys talked about this Subway thing? Sandwich
Subway sandwich?
promotion.
Whoa. The
Just
restaurant
wondering
Subway?
yeah.
You know, I'm a big Subway fan.
Are you? Are you big enough fan to get the foot-long tattoo so that you can have Subway for life? I thought maybe someone with a bunch of tattoos, someone who doesn't care.
Wow. Oh, boy. Lázaro Lopez and his mom are back here.
Oh, maybe.
She wasn't happy about the Hillary Clinton tattoo. I have a feeling.
Oh, no, this is perfect that
It
Lázaro
was
is here.
a lot
so
of money. And to be fair, he wanted to go to school with it. So we didn't know what to do. Now, this is a whole Subway sandwich, a foot long on somebody's body?
They're getting a little specific about what the tattoo needs to be.
Okay.
But they announced on the 21st this unique contest for participants to get lifetime of free subs if they get a permanent Subway-themed tattoo. So this new one has to be something with their new sandwich.
Well, this one I understand. So this one that's up on screen is the Subway Series 2022.
Yes.
That's going on right
So I
now.
think-
That's New York Mets against the Yankees.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's combining both.
Yes, and
So
I think
it's-
that's smart. What he
Why
did there.
2022 though? I would get rid of the number.
That's probably part of it, right? Where if you're trying to cover
But it's
up whatever
permanent.
you're,
Yeah. But anyways, the contest is part of a block party Subway is throwing at Las Vegas. My God. At
eating
the
Subway
bad-
sandwiches in Vegas.
Bad Apple Tattoo Shop. So during the event, celebrating the chain's new Subway Series menu, 9 superfans can opt to get a real tattoo Subway has designed from the tattoo artist. So the tattoo artist designed it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it this one? Is it happening right now? No.
It
Which one?
appears that that New York Post article is from literally less than an hour ago.
Okay.
Okay.
So my guess is this is
So what's the deal? You get a
I
sandwich
was just trying
for
to
life?
see if like Giorgio Lopez, somebody we could get somebody, because you guys, we used to be our studio used to be
His
by
mom
a
is
Subway.
saying no, dude. No. Like,
Well, we don't
yeah.
right.
What if it's Hillary Clinton eating a sub? I'm totally kidding.
Oh, a sub.
That's where I
into-
was going.
Yeah.
Football is very like influential in my life as a child. Like,
Yes.
Subway itself has been just a part of my life. Like every city I've
100%.
lived in,
Yeah.
every sporting event, like it's just definitive Subway memories. Like,
I've
even-
worked
do you-
there for a day.
The sandwich place. Mm-hmm.
Do you
I
remember
did
the
not know this.
old
Yeah.
branding? Where it used to be like the subway rail maps and
Oh.
then like the people working in it. It
Yes.
was,
Yeah.
Yes.
and it was supposed to be small in a tube to represent that it was like
Exactly.
at the train station.
Yes. All that old school paper. I forgot
Yes.
about that shit.
It had brown paper.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it used to, because it, they want to, even though it's a huge chain, show you that like we started as a small. Nobody
Oh, but
cares.
that-
It's not the same
old
thing.
meatball sub.
Oh,
100%.
bro.
Thing. And then they would
Yeah.
do more
100%.
sauce from it and they'd put
Yep.
it on there. And
Yep.
maybe I was a child and I was naive. But that
No,
was the
I'd
best
peg a
sub.
meatball sub because you got to put a lot of stuff on it to get like the meat is. Let's face it, it's not the greatest meat there.
It's Subway, but there's a lot of other things that go along with it.
6-inch
Right?
tuna, I'm still good on. To
This
this
Subway
day,
is
I'm
not
still
the
good for a
same.
6-inch tuna.
It's not the same.
What do you mean?
The Subway's just not the same.
I was there recently, and yeah, it's pretty much as I remembered as a child. I think the memories are different now for everybody because you have other options. But we were growing up, chain-wise, it was Subway or nothing at that point.
Who ate there all the time by the studio?
Bob. Did. Yeah. Bob ate at Subway.
But you don't do a tattoo, huh?
I don't think I need it. That was more out of necessity than
Oh,
anything.
okay.
His skin is clean.
Yeah.
Is it? Mine too.
pure.
Not for long.
Not for long.
What if my first and only tattoo is the Subway
Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
series? And by the way, it's a good fallback plan of like having Subway for life, right?
Yeah.
In case like anything happens, maybe you are homeless in San Diego.
A recession right now.
Anything
Yeah,
where you're just like, okay, at least, like I remember my stepdad, dumb stepdad, anyway, for birthday or Christmas gave me 100 McDonald's bucks. And at the time, I'm like, fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a real dad.
Yeah.
And also, it's like a shitty present. By the way, when I was in LA, basically starving came in handy, right?
Sure. Yeah, those McBucks.
100 McBucks, by the way.
25 meals.
So it is something that if it all goes to shit, you're like, well, just show my tattoo every day to Subway.
Oh, yeah.
And then the fucking owner's like, come on, man, this is a franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not getting reimbursed for this shit.
Right? And he's like bringing in friends. He's just like keeps coming in. And they're like, dude, you just got one. You're coming back. You know, I don't know.
Man, I remember moving to LA being so poor. The best deal in town, there was a terrible pizza place that was right around the corner from our place. We would walk there and then bring the pizzas back. And it was called the Pizza Man. I mean, a generic logo and everything. I mean, it was the goddamn worst. If that still exists, look up the Pizza Man on Sunset Boulevard. If that still exists, I would highly recommend not to go there. But
So I have my frat tat right there.
do you really?
Okay.
Simply because the local liquor store by UCF will give us 20% off all of our purchases with the tattoo.
Really?
Still?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you go back?
If I go back, yeah, it'll work.
Really?
Then that's worth it. Let's go, fam.
So every tailgate.
Yeah, what's the name of the liquor store?
It was just the Twin Liquors by campus.
Okay, so here's great. We're in Twin Liquors in Tennessee. Was it in Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right by campus.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
We will be there in like a month, I think. So let's fucking go, dude.
Let's test
We're gonna
the
send you
tattoo
in.
theory.
Yeah, we're going to send you in. Is the Pizza Man still there?
Says it is. It says open soon, 11 a.m. I mean, it's showing me
God damn it, man.
abandoned building.
Yep. Yeah. That's
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Welcome to LA.
There you go. That's the Pizza Man.
Welcome
we
to Los
all
Angeles.
Know and love and remember.
Yep. It was right by there. It was right next to a 7-Eleven, right down the street from a 7-Eleven. Tristan and I used to go there every day. And the first day we went, both of us at the same time, maybe 3-4 hours later, looked at each other on the couch and it was like, oh no. Luckily, there was 2 bathrooms in the place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was awful, right? But the other side of this is we couldn't go anywhere else. Like, and then eventually, so look, we were thin. That was the only time you ate pizza, and you were still thin every day, and it was amazing. And then luckily, a Baja Fresh opened up down the street, and they had the Dos Manos, which was the 2-hander burrito.
Right.
So you had one for lunch, one for dinner, and then you could get through the day, and that was $7.99, I think it was.
Well, when I first read this, I thought, okay, it's a foot-long tattoo.
Right.
And I'm like, that could be kind of cool and funny. I could see somebody doing that. Like I said, a Lopez, a Giorgio, where it's just like, just a Subway sandwich.
It's a
like
fun
your
thing,
like
yeah.
your meat, like he's saying, is meatball sub. It'd be funny. And then when someone is like, "Oh my gosh, you have a sub," you're like, "Yeah, I get fucking Subway for life." Like
I'm the
it's
guy.
cool.
Yeah, I'm the guy. Yeah, who did that?
But if you have to do that whole Subway series thing and it's a whole
I don't think you do.
dumb fucking shit, then
I don't think you do. But is it
No, it
genuinely
is.
for life? And can you eat a sandwich every single day for free?
Look, I'm sure there's going to be some fine print with it,
Mm-hmm.
but if you get this tattoo designed by the tattoo artist, DJ Tambay or whatever from Ink Master or whatever, he's some reality star tattoo artist. So it's everyone's going to have the same one. It's designed by him. I think it's going to be like that one they just showed. It's not a sandwich. It's not something kind of fun and whatever. It's literally a logo. Like it's literally like one of those shirts that you wear to like the Subway series. and it's just permanently on you.
Yeah.
So I don't love that as much, but
If it's daily, though, if you get a free sandwich every day.
that's what I mean.
Okay, so here's how the payout worked.
Okay.
The foot-long... So one guy got a 12 by 12 tattoo. That's this guy. A couple of people got a 3-inch by 3-inch tattoo or something like that. This is 12-inch by 12 inch. Anyway, that guy,
Sure.
he's getting a one-time payment
Okay.
of $50,000 worth of Subway gift cards.
All right. Let's tally that up, Bob. If memory
So when they
serves
say
me correct,
for life, they go, this should last you.
let's just say $5 footlong. All right, so that's 1,000 days
No,
at
I don't like
Subway,
that. Yeah.
right? So let's say you got the $5 footlong for 1,000 days. That'd be essentially 3 years worth of food from Subway. If you ate there once a day and had a footlong, because you could split it up. Same as I just talked about the Dos Manos, you could split that up 6 and 6,
Sure.
and then
No, I don't like it.
well, it's not for you to like. Okay,
I
it's
know,
not
but
your
I just
contest.
wish it. But if it was my contest, somebody would be fucking doing it. That was cool. Look at these fucking ding dongs. that are doing
Yeah,
it.
look at these dinglings. Damn it.
I thought it was just gonna be like, hey, if anybody wants to get a Subway, like a literal advertisement on their body, you can have Subway for life. By the way, they should do that.
Maybe. There's only one restaurant I can think of that did a thing like that had a gold card and you could go in there and eat for free for life. But they were real choosy about it, and it was Hooters. There was a gold card from Hooters. And you want to take a stab at who has one?
Kane.
She guessed the right friend. And I had one other friend who did it as well. But he was pimpy. He was
I don't know.
fullback for University of Miami during the heyday, during the U days.
Okay,
And
okay.
a lot of the players had it. The only rub is you have to hold on to this thing for life. So if you lose it, that's it. It makes sense because anybody who's had a wallet or a purse or whatever you have on you, good luck trying to keep your same ID forever. We've all lost our ID, our credit cards, or whatever.
Right.
Chances are you're going to lose the Hooters gold card. And chances are if you have one, you probably do a lot of cocaine and you're using that to chop it up with.
Sure.
So the chances of you just leaving it in a bathroom are pretty high.
Yeah.
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 But he had one, and so we went to a restaurant. We were in Alabama, going to do one of Clayton's things, a charity event, and we go into the Hooters. Says, "Oh no, man, I got it. Pulls out the thing, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah. Yeah.
And she was like, "Sir, I'm going to have to talk to my manager about this. I've never seen one in real life. I've only heard about this."
Right.
Went back to the manager. About 10 minutes later, she came back. She's like, "Meal is free, sir. Enjoy it." And I was like, "Oh my, that's as close as I felt to royalty.
Yeah.
That's the highest up I've ever felt to Prince William, getting pegged. You know,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
That was the highest I've ever felt in my entire life.
Right.
And I'm going to be honest, I miss that feeling. I miss it every fucking day, right?
That would be cool.
It would
Just
be
like
sweet.
dumb stuff like that.
Yeah.
That like money can't really buy. Like
100%.
Leonardo DiCaprio's right there. He still needs to pay.
Yeah.
You fucking dum dums. Do you know what I mean? That's the kind of shit I like.
And by the way, there was 3 of us there eating that. No, 4 of us. It was me, Mikey, Clayton, and him. And there was 4 of us eating that day. All of it. The whole thing was comped. All 4 of us were comped. And I was like, shit. Yeah. So it wasn't just the one dude. It was the whole table. And I was like, man, this is rad.
Yeah.
Now, my other buddy who I was talking about, he lost his. Like, that's long gone. But he used to talk about that card all the time, which is where I first heard it. And I was like, this isn't real. And then Kane brought it up. And I was, oh, yeah, man, I got that card. I was like, well, throw it down, hombre. Let's see it.
I'd take a what?
A what?
Guess who else has a card?
Who?
Yes. One of
John Daly.
No, not a Hooters card, but guess what other
John Daly's got to
establishment?
have one, though, I would imagine.
What other establishment has a card? What?
Who?
Me and Dan used to frequent it often. There was a Chipotle
Oh,
black card.
Chipotle Black.
What? I didn't know
I'm
that.
gonna look that up.
How do you get a Chipotle black card? Shit, you guys are
Because
living in
with the
2030.
with the Hooters card, I think it's like
that
you
was
gotta
an
know-
old school thing. Yeah, you've got to
but
know one of the
you
owners.
have to be like partying with one of the owners, and they go like, "Here you go, bro."
And when I say owners, I mean owner of the entire Hooters, not
Yeah,
just
yeah,
your
not
local
that.
restaurant.
Yeah.
That's not going to do it.
John Gruden?
Yeah, I can see John Gruden having that for sure. I can see Daly's got to have one. John Daly's got to have one. I think we're going to see him next month. I think this. We're doing
so
Rob's charity golf tournament.
How do you
in
get
September.
this Chipotle black?
Yeah, how do you get that? Pop that on the screen, by the way.
Celeb status.
Is it?
Really? Mm-hmm. Danny Ainge has one. Oh,
DJ Warren's. They also had a.
What's wrong with Danny Ainge?
That's not the guy
I
who
just
I
don't know
imagine
if
eating
he's
at Chipotle.
burrito black.
I mean, what else are you going to eat in Salt Lake City?
Eesh, I don't know. That's a tough one.
There were a few competitions going around when I was in college too, where you could win one of these. Like it was like you had to win the regional qualifier, and then if you won that, it like went into the nationals, and the winner of the nationals got one of these as well.
Okay. That's wild, dude. A burrito black card. And now is that every day? Do you get it free Chipotle every single day?
I think it was like a certain number a week, but it was a lot, to be honest.
Yeah, because
it was more than that 50K bullshit Subway was throwing out there.
Sure, but just thinking about this out loud now that I know about this piece of magic, I don't even like Chipotle, and I'd like to have it just to flex. I think they probably only give it to rich people because they know they're not going to use it every day. Giving it to a bunch of poors, like then you're going to be out of house and home. But that makes sense. Like Danny Ainge. What do you think? Danny Ainge probably pops in once a month to Chipotle. They've got cooks for the Utah Jazz. They've got a whole team of chefs.
We're thinking about this the wrong way, though. You want the poors, and you want them using it every day because, like, how much is this really? Because how many employee meals do you give a day? Like one free employee meal for everyone who works there?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think they do that anymore.
I'm sure.
No.
Okay,
so
so-
you worked at a bunch of restaurants. So have I. You would get an employee discount off the meal, but I was never getting comp meals. Were you at any of the places you worked?
No, I guess not.
No.
Maybe. I can't remember.
Sometimes. So Chipotle kind of little sluts with this card.
Really?
Yeah, what this article is explaining is the chain waits for celebrities to express interest in their food, presumably on social media for the most part, and then they'll send them a card.
Oh, should we try this?
Yeah.
She'll be like, bro, Chipotle every day. It's my favorite. Drinkin
But you guys
Bros.
genuinely would.
Yeah.
Like
you
at
guys
the, not
genuinely
you,
would.
but
You talk about it every day. That might even be framed behind you.
I know.
we should have been rolling on the like quiet thing that you guys do between each other, like Chipotle, Dan. Dan's like, I guess, you know,
Yeah.
Chipotle.
I haven't eaten Chipotle since we moved here.
Yeah, because
Exactly,
it was
'cause it's-
convenient.
It was
Exactly.
convenient,
That was
yeah. That's it. So you're not a huge Chipotle fan.
No, I still like Chipotle because like you can just get a pretty healthy meal for like less money. Like it's rice, veggies, meat. That's all you need.
Yeah. Every day you guys ate Chipotle too. The bathrooms were. I mean, as soon as the show would end, boom, sprinting to the bathrooms, and it was the two of you stall by stall, and you could play that Donnie Darko song. All around me are familiar faces.
Strangely, the man with the stomach issue is the one that's taking the least amount of shits in the office. It's usually Rob.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not have money on Rob in this competition. Okay.
Take some good dumps, man.
Yeah. Now you're healthy, Rob.
He's a pretty,
I just thought
regular
Rob.
regular white dude. You know what I mean?
My money would have been on Giorgio on that one. No, I mean Crohn's, Delco first, but yeah, onesie twosies.
I don't shit that much here.
All right, well, good for you.
I've trained my body to only shit while I'm being paid.
Yeah,
That's really good. That's really good.
Jabe, since it's Little Friday, you got a crime corner today?
You know what I have even better?
What's that?
Nature Nook.
No, we got another Nature Nook today?
Yeah, listen. Thank you guys so much for watching, listening to Crime Corner, which we are going to do again. But we just got, I don't know. I'm liking Nature Nook. Let's just do a couple.
Okay.
You know what
Here
I mean?
I have a sound, I think.
Really?
You have a sound.
Maybe.
Wait, are we licensed for it or not?
Who cares?
Whatever.
All right. Let's go. All right, cut it right there. I think it's 7 seconds. You're good. You're good to go.
That's
Nature
really
Nook.
good. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. Nature
and then,
Nook.
like I said, we can cut in maybe fight back. Yeah, something from there. Not the grizzly man's screams.
Oh,
her saying
no.
Her saying fight back, I think, is more like that works, but
Yeah.
like we wanted to cut out his.
I'll work on something this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the monkey
Yeah,
sound
we'll
perfect.
We'll workshop some stuff.
Sure,
All right,
for
thanks,
Nature
bro.
Nook.
Nature Nook.
What do we got in the old Nature Nook today?
Okay, so this one, same as last one. It's not going to be real cute. It's not going to be real fun.
Never are.
But gosh, nature, you guys need to remember that it can really fuck your shit up.
I never forget.
I don't know.
Hashtag never forget. I don't.
Okay, so a Maryland woman, she's 73. She is impaled in the groin by a 100-pound sailfish that leaped out of the ocean at her while she was fishing off the coast of Florida.
Yeah,
Okay, now this is not one of those things like the lady that was the real fun Nature Nook we did last time when the lady is pulled out of her tent, mauled
Yeah.
viciously.
Sure.
Horrifically. Right? She had a chance, like the bear gave her a chance to be like, hey bro, like I'm gonna fuck you up. And she was like, no, I'm good. Let me just put my food away, right? This is not one of those. This is like you're fishing, you think, not in a million years would you think, can we get a picture of
Is this recently, by the way? Yeah. Okay. Do you know why I love this story the most? Right? Well, obviously we know what that looks like, right?
I don't know, like
So
I was
funny.
Do you call these swordfish?
Swordfish,
No.
yeah. I call it swordfish.
So they said sailfish, and I was like, okay, is that like a little bit different? I don't know.
It's woke. It's a woke fish name now.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a sword going right through your heart.
Right.
Or vagina. Did it go through her vagina?
Through the groin area.
Oh.
Through the groin
Groin.
area.
She's dead? Is she dead? Or she just lose her vagina?
Gosh.
Do they remove it?
I
What do they do?
think she got, just a quick and dirty hysterectomy.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, while her current condition remains unknown, Perkin was said to be in the hospital recovering.
So she's alive. Thank God, dude. Thank God.
Well, don't quote
Boy,
me, because
guy-
then
hey.
we go down and then maybe.
Guys, and when I say guys, I'm looking at you and Bob on this one. All right? You bring up these nature nooks. The last one, a bear killed a man. We listened to that live on television, okay? And
No,
with this
we didn't
one,
talk about
she's
that one.
alive?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good.
She's recovering.
Yeah, they put pressure on the wound.
Alive-ish.
Yeah, like she's in a hospital right now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Recovering.
I think she should have died.
Like, bro,
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how you lived through. I mean, she got stabbed.
through the groin.
Yeah.
But like, you're just fishing. Oh,
Yeah.
you know?
So,
And the fish comes up and just impales.
yeah. So what happened was, I guess the fish kamikazed them. So
Yeah,
they
yeah,
had
just
the
like-
fish on the line, and they were like, "We got this bitch."
Yep.
And then the fish was like, "Fuck it," and leaned in, right? You know,
And was like, I'm going to get you
and
guys.
charged
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
boat and leapt out
Yes,
straight
yes.
on. The two fishermen were like, "Whoa!" and got out of the way, and she just got a fucking sword to the groin.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. And here's why I love this story. Do you remember in A Night She Cries While He Rides the Steed? That's how the guy's dad died.
With the swordfish?
Right through the heart. He was
Oh,
fishing,
okay.
and he goes, I'm sorry. Did you say your father got killed by a swordfish that stabbed him in the heart while he was fishing? And then he goes, yes, twice. And I was like, oh, so the fish came back again and re-stabbed your father through the heart. I apologize. And then they end up naming the boat twice. I'm a huge fan of this because I didn't think that this could actually happen in real life.
Was that an homage to Irwin?
No, it wasn't. He got the stingray, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Animal in the water through the heart.
No, he
Maybe.
wasn't in the water. He was actually on the boat, same as this woman. And what are the chances that this thing would leap? Because you think you're in a boat, you're safe, right? And this thing leaps up out of the ocean. Because she
Well-
wasn't swimming, right?
No, she
No,
was
she was-
standing on the boat.
standing
damn
on the
it, that's
boat,
it's
they
identical.
had it on the line. Now, this is a little bit like the other story where we like to be like, look, you're not going to win against nature. So usually sailfish like fight really hard. They're usually released because you probably shouldn't be bringing them up onto the boat at all. So it's usually like if you have one, they just like release it.
And by the way, you're hearing fish, you might not necessarily know. It was a 100-pound sailfish. And sailfish, by the way, are capable of swimming. They can jump like a motherfucker, and they're capable of swimming up to almost 70 miles an hour.
It was only 100
Yeah.
pounds?
Wow. Yeah, usually they're bigger,
It's
actually.
a fucking missile.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
small, though.
but usually they're bigger. Dead serious.
But 100 pounds going that fast.
How was a 73-year-old even able to hold on to the rod?
It should have gone through
I don't
her.
think
Yeah.
she.
No, she didn't have the rod.
She didn't have the rod, but she was
didn't.
on the fishing.
She was just there for a good
trip.
time.
Oh God, that's even worse, dude.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
At least you could say, how did you die? Well, I was fighting this trophy
No,
fish. It
no.
was going to go on the mantle. No, she was just a bystander out for the day,
Yeah.
Yeah.
having some shard on the boat.
You know what the most tragic part about this is?
Oh boy.
Sounds like a real monkey paw wish. So essentially what happens is she gets stabbed in the groin by the sailfish, and the two men immediately start putting pressure on her groin because there's a stab wound.
Yeah.
So I think she just kind of was like, you know what? I'd love to just have two men
Right.
go to town on my groin on a nice boat.
Right.
Like it's my dream.
My God,
And the monkey paw curled.
Yes. Bob.
Bob, man, every
buddy.
nature nook,
Buddy.
you guys are driving this into the goddamn ground.
I know.
Oh, we're ending
I don't-
weeks like this, dude. People listen to this on their drive home. They're like, I want a positive show
They
to go
love
into
it.
the
Actually,
weekend.
we've been getting lots of messages that people are loving
Nature
Nook, and it's fire. Now, look, I think it's because you just aren't going to win, and it's one of those things where you like put yourself in the situation.
Yeah.
And my gosh, and now you're in the hospital. Now, this one, she is in the hospital recovering, so we can, it is what it is. But gosh, she's going to have that trauma
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
It's traumatic. Everyone else
Damn it.
moved. Everyone else moved out of the way, by the way.
Oh, I found her.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a picture of this lady?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Let's see it. Oh, man.
She should be dead.
She
Yeah,
should be
like
dead.
it's crazy that she lived.
She should
but
be
anyways,
dead.
the people that the actual
Maybe-
fishermen moved out of the way,
But-
and what I picture is what she said. It just happened so fast. She wasn't reacting. Everyone else on the boat was like boom, and she was like, huh?
Put the picture back up. So look at those earrings right there. When you have hoops that big, maybe the swordfish was like a target. They were just going right through there. It was a fun little ring toss game for the fish. Man, that lady, dude. R.I.P. Well, no, she's alive,
No,
right?
she's alive.
All right, she's alive. She's alive.
She's alive.
And look, she hasn't had her last Virginia Slim.
Yeah.
She's gonna come back stronger than ever.
Yeah,
She's
she's
got
gonna
a-
have a story to tell.
She's got a VS 100 coming out, dude.
It'd be great if we could find that exact sailfish, put it on the wall. You know what I mean for her,
Yeah.
and just
We need
she's a
justice
legend.
for Jessie on this one, for your
She's-
nature nook.
She's a legend.
Yeah, she's a legend. She's an absolute legend. Damn it. By the way, Kreger's is saying he's asking me to do an Asian voice, and he wants you to do the "you like it" voice again. We'll bring that back someday. For our little friend, the Swedish guy who's faking accents, popping up on
okay.
stuff. I
Okay.
understand that.
Sure,
I think
sure,
you could do a
sure.
full Asian accent and get Wi-Fi somewhere in Austin. You personally,
Asian?
yeah. If we put some sunglasses on you and people couldn't see your eyes, then I think you could do it.
I have an Asian bottom part of my face.
Nope. There's only one thing that's nope. Yep, right there, round eye. But I think you could get away with it, and I think you'd be fine. And I think you'd get Wi-Fi before one of us would.
Okay,
Yeah. So,
that's fair.
give it a shot. Give it a shot. So is Crime Corner now on Patreon?
Yes, but we are going to do Crime Corner. We
Okay.
just got a lot of Nature Nook, and we were going to
Nature's been wilding lately.
yeah,
Sure has.
because of everything. I mean, the sharks off the right off the
yeah.
coast where we've never seen them before. The climate criminals are really making our job easier
Sure.
because nature is just going crazy.
Yeah, it is. I just think there's more social media these days. We're able to get a
Right, but anyway.
we're able to get a hold of it.
So, and I also think that the intro that we're going to do for Nature Nook is going to be really funny. So
It's gonna
whatever.
be a banger.
So
It's gonna be a banger.
next week I'll do Crime Corner
Yeah.
on this show.
Yeah.
Also, we will be doing another Crime Corner on Patreon. I will be.
Yeah.
Thank you. I will be
on.
reading a lot of the crime corners that you guys have sent that we weren't able to do.
Mm-hmm.
Danny, our social media, has a bunch. I have a bunch in the DMs. I'm sure you do. So I'm going to start kind of doing a couple of those on the Patreon Crime Corner. as
Subscribe
well.
to Patreon, okay? We've made it a contest over there. Highest rated shows You're the second highest rated show on Patreon, Jesse. Let's get her to number 1. Go to Patreon, subscribe. Crime Corner's on there.
Yeah.
We're doing that once a week.
Yes.
We're doing Ross Patterson Uncirced once a week.
Yes.
Dan's been playing video games once a week.
Yes.
Giorgio just dipped out. I think he beat him in FIFA World Cup the other day.
Basically, what we're doing is like there are a lot of patrons.
Yes. 2,600 patrons right now.
And we just want you guys to have stuff there
That's-
that makes the money that you're, giving
Well,
worth
also,
it.
it's shit we
because,
can't really post on YouTube.
Right. So the point that we're doing it is like the things that we're saying, the videos that we're showing, music that we're playing, we can't do that here. So it is something that we have to do, but we also want it to be worth it for you guys.
Yes.
So we're just putting up a bunch of stuff, hanging out there. There's going to be something for you probably every day at a certain point.
And just it's great for supporting the show because it really helps out. And we love doing the extra stuff. However, it requires us to have extra hands for it. So that money goes to that. But it's a blast. Like, I love Crime Corner on there. Go to Patreon and check out all the Crime Corners. I believe you guys have 2 up. And then, a third in the can that'll be coming out next week?
Yeah, so anyone that knows that there's a couple on here, Greg, thank you, Greg LaMontagne. But we had to do a 2-parter for the Stainer brothers.
Okay.
Stephen and Carrie Stainer.
Okay. Great.
It's a crazy fucking story. So part 2 is coming out next week.
Okay, great. Tuesday, right?
Yes. Oh no, part 2 is next week, Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah.
Tuesday at 8. And
Perfect.
then we'll have kind of a more heavy hitter the week after that, and I'll be reading your Crime Corners.
Awesome. And then I try to do Uncirced on Friday. I usually record that pretty drunk on Fridays, and then that goes out Saturday morning for all the people out there who are mowing lawns or just want to be away from their family.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of you
Yeah.
who definitely want to get away from your family and just listen to someone rage for an hour. So subscribe to Patreon. It is the Drinkin Bros podcast. Everything is under that umbrella, and it really, really helps the show. We greatly appreciate it. We also greatly appreciate our special guest in the studio today. Laszlo Lopez is here, and his mom is here. Come on up. You want to be on camera? Yeah. That was a hard no. Laszlo, you can dip in.
Laszlo needs to come show his face because we don't know. I mean, he's been paintballing. He's been doing God knows what.
He's been living his life.
No, I know. We just want to make sure it's just it's a proof of life
Look
situation.
at
Okay,
that,
so he's
dude.
alive, guys. Don't worry.
This is the guy that's going to get you through the recession right there.
Yep.
This is America right there. Look at that. What are you rubbing there? Your tum-tum? That's nice. Look at that.
He's just letting it all. You know what I mean?
Thigh huggers? Are those the thigh huggers? Are those Lance Leggett's? Okay. What is it? Thighhuggers.com? Okay, great. Was there a promo code? We should do a deal with Lance. Yeah, he'll be here. Last row is the promo. Great. Oh,
Beautiful.
go to thighhuggers.com. Use
Beautiful.
last row. What do you get off? 20%? 10% off. Okay, great. Go to thighhuggers.com if you want some of these. They're great. Great material on those guys.
You're really filling him out, bud.
Yeah. And then we can announce this here. Laszlo Lopez, September 3rd, will be going to the Texas game. We're sending him to the night game with Lance as part of our Laszlo Lopez series. And I think you might have decent tickets for that. No way. Look, opening nights. It's a night game in Texas. They've paid for all of their kids this year, so it looks like it might be a decent team on the field.
Yeah, but
people are going to go nuts that night.
Be in the last row.
He does. He does have to be in the last row. But who says we can't class it up for just maybe once for him? It's opening night. It's opening night. 8:00 game.
Hey, whatever he wants. I thought he was happier in the last row.
I think he might
gets
be.
to do whatever.
Well, we'll see. We do a tease. Maybe the tickets are great. Maybe they're not. We'll find out. You'll have to tune in and see what Laszlo Lopez is up to. And if you see him in the stadium, you'll get a free beer, obviously. But last time we were there, you weren't at that game. It was with Nick and all of the kids. We had to wait in a line to take a picture with Laszlo Lopez at halftime.
Yeah. But he does create this little community in the last row.
Oh yeah.
And look, Lopez, I want you to have all the best. I want you to get a limo to the place. But
Yeah.
I do feel like the last row is part of it. And listen, I'm not trying to take anything away from anyone.
Not at all. But we don't
Give them great seats. I
we
don't care.
Maybe we
Give
do,
them
maybe we
great
don't.
seats, but
It's opening night of college football.
Okay,
You know?
okay.
We got to get amped for that. It's almost back.
At one point, we do need to do like Lastro Lopez ruins a sweet experience for
Yeah,
everyone
yeah,
else.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like last row, upgrades,
Yeah,
basically.
like Lastro gets the most expensive suite.
Yeah.
He's just
And
in there with
it's-
like the owner's daughter.
Yeah. It's not the same vibe for sure. Like,
No.
yeah.
Have you been to one of those suites where you just get invited as like a +1? Dan and I have, and it's hilarious because we've turned to each other at certain moments and we're like, man, you're there with like the owner's family or something like that. And I was like, we could fuck up this experience real quick if we wanted to. Just start doing shots and shit and getting wild in there. Because other suite owners sometimes, since we have the ticketing company, drinkinbrostickets.com, will sell their tickets, like extra tickets to their suite, and then fuck up somebody else's experience where it's like somebody will get in early not knowing and just eat everybody else's food and drink. And you're just like, hey, that wasn't supposed to be for you. Who was that in the company that sold their tickets? They're fired.
Right.
So it's happened before.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that for one game. Put you in a suite and then just see what happens. Just see what happens.
With nobody else we know.
I think the goal is eventually to have Lastro Lopez in frame on a photo like this.
Oh, are you kidding me? Pop that up on screen. Could you imagine right behind Prince?
If he was just
William
poking his
and
little
Kate
head
Middleton?
right in
Oh,
between,
boy.
the hat, everything.
It'd be the greatest day of our
Glasses.
lives.
Yeah.
If we could afford that in real life, I would. Those tickets right there
And
go
he's just
for
holding
15
a
grand. I
strap
think.
on.
Yeah, he's holding a strap on for the peg. And he's got a shirt that says the Peggin Brothers instead of Drinkin Bros. Peggin Bros. Just, yeah, Virginia don't sound like she used to.
Oh, God.
Yeah, God damn it. Can't wait to get back in the car and hear that again. The thing about SiriusXM, they're not above repetition. Same 8 songs every single hour on those stations. But God bless them, damn it. You got me this morning with Virginia. Jabe's fun show. Go to iTunes, rate the show 5-star, leave a quick review. Please, that's all the advertisers care about, for Christ's sakes. And then Spotify. All you have to do is click a 5-star and walk away. We're not asking you to do anything else in this life. Just walk away. And it really helps us. We appreciate it. Thanks for joining us, kids. Fake news will be up here in about 45 minutes on this channel. Subscribe to the YouTube Drinkin Bros podcast on YouTube. For Jesse Wiseman, a.k.a. The Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. Happy Little Friday, everyone.
Good afternoon.